Hi, my name is John. I'm sure you recognize that tune. If you didn't, it is Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. I haven't played it in a long time, and it's always in such a nice tune. I want to introduce you to this instrument that I happen to love, and I started to learn how to play it a few years ago, okay? So it's been a bit of a challenge, but I enjoy it, okay? So let me describe it a little bit. Essentially, it's a big violin. It looks exactly like a violin, but it's much bigger. And one of the major differences is that it has an extension here, okay, so that it can rest against the floor. You don't have to carry it like you carry the violin. It rests on the floor with that extension pin, and it rests on your breast, so it can, you can have your hand free. One hand you play, you put on the strings, okay, and the other hand is for the bow, and that is the bow. The bow is about 30 inches long, okay. It's essentially composed of two pieces, one which is wood, okay, and the other part, which is underneath the wood, believe it or not, it's horse's hair, okay. And the bow can be either very expensive, if it's good quality horse's hair, or it could be very inexpensive, in which case it would be nylon strings instead of the real horse's hair, okay. Now, the cello, as mentioned earlier, is like the violin. The major difference is that the sounds of the bow are much lower than the violin sounds. For example, somebody would talk in a very high pitch, would talk like that. Hi, how are you? My name is John. That is high pitch. It's like a violin. Or he would say, hi, how are you? My name is John. That is a lower pitch. And that's the main difference between the violin and the cello, okay? So on the cello you have four strings. It goes from high to low. The first string is called the A string. The second string is called the D string. The third string is called the G string. And the fourth string is the C string, okay? So the way the music is made is by resting the bow on the cello, okay? And by friction, it creates the sound. And the sound depends on which string is being played on. And the question is, what causes the sound? Well, it is by vibration. The string vibrate and create the sound, all right? And that's about it, You can fine-tune the cello. You have to fine-tune the cello so that the first string emits a sound like an A, and so on with the D, the G, and the C string. Now, the question is, where did the sound come from? The sounds come from those two openings here, which look like an S form. There are two of them. Here's one, and there's a second one. So by vibrating the strings, the sound is amplified through this big case, all right? And you do your tunes. And that's about it. So if you want to play an instrument that is kind of a deeper sound, you go for the cello. If you like the violin sound, you go violin. And by the way, there is another much bigger instrument that is called the double bass. That is essentially like a huge violin, and you need a truck to move that double bass from one place to the other. I stuck with the cello because I love the sound of it, all right? I hope you learned a few things about the cello, and I hope that some of you will fall in love with it like I did with the cello. Have a wonderful day. It was nice chatting with you. Bye-bye.